And that's the last one of the Dukes. At least that one.
June the 15th, 1399. You can hear a distant bell tolling as the first light of dawn glitters on the Vistula River, an industrious friar. Somewhere in the outskirts of Krakow, hailing the arrival of the new day, long before the priests in our own cathedral have risen from their beds. It has been a long time since I noticed such things, the little things of beauty that season our days of war and toil and make them almost palatable. But as I lie here, counting the days until the arrival of my first child, I notice them more and more. Perhaps they never went away. Perhaps being confined to this bed has simply opened my eyes to them again. Better is a handful of quietness than 2 hands full of toil and a striving after wind. As I write these words of the preacher, the mighty bells of Wawel Cathedral finally toll for the morning. Incredible, really, how the sound of those bells is wedded both to the worst and the most wonderful memories of my life. I came to this city when I was 11 years old, a lonely princess from Hungary, surrounded by guards, a stranger in a strange land. This kingdom of Poland, which my late father had left as my inheritance, was a country on the brink of ruin. A civil war raged, with every duke and petty lord laying claim to the throne, and my hand in marriage as his queen. It was not a prospect I longed for, but, on the other hand, coming here meant that I would finally get to meet William again. My William, the Habsburg Prince of Austria. We had been promised to each other since before I could remember. Once I sat upon the throne of Poland, we would be wedded at last. As the mountains came to an end, and the bells of Wawel Cathedral sang from Krakow in the distance, it was him I thought of. What I wouldn't give to be so young and naive again.
This gives me LC vibes.
We are entering Polish territory, Your Highness. The roads are bound to be crawling with rebel soldiers. Let us hurry. We do not want the future queen to be late to her own coronation.
I might skip this mission if I'm gonna villagers. I want to abuse the computer, not be abused.
I'm afraid that we cannot let you pass, Your Highness. The Duke of Mazovia thinks far too highly of you to allow the leaders of Krakow to use you as their puppet. Now, as his puppet comes,
One of the hero knights died.
Gotowa wam jest.
Can I make it villages? Wow, okay. Crossbow.
Jakieś rozkazania? Pojmuję was. Dobrze, tak uczynię. Atakujmy!
Witaj, pojmuję, tak? Natychmiast wykonam.
Owszem, tak, pojmuję, dobrze, tak uczynię. Tak, pan.
Tak, natychmiast pojmuję.
Get them to run away.
Rozkazanie. Tak, natychmiast wykonam. Tak, pojmuję. Natychmiast wykonam. Tak,
Nope, just run.
tak też uczynię. Natychmiast wykonam.
She's fortunately faster than everybody.
Witajcie. Tak. Natychmiast wykonam.
Princess Jadwiga, I am glad and honored to finally meet you. Go ahead to the cathedral, Your Highness. I shall be with you shortly for your coronation. The Queen's new suitor will soon be here. It falls on us to rid the realm of all who would oppose this marriage.
Do waszych usług.
Rozkazania?
I don't know who I'm playing as, but I do know.
Sprawiacz.
I'm playing as Poles. Never played them. Cavalry, Civilization, yeah.
Jakieś
I
rozkazania?
must say, Archbishop, the Queen seems to have taken the news quite well.
Jadwiga remains unaware of our plans. She still believes that she will marry William of Habsburg.
Gotowa jest.
Witajcie.
The truth will devastate her. But a child's sorrow is as violent
Sprawiacz.
as it is short-lived. I am
Sprawiacz,
sure that she
sprawiacz.
will see reason in the end.
Oh wait, I wonder if you can make knights free.
Gotów jestem. Sprawiacz.
Spamming a unique archer
Sprawiacz.
unit.
Sprawiacz.
Spam build castles. I'm assuming. Oh, this is infantry. It's not archers. We do have cavalry archers, which is what we're gonna be using. So I don't actually need this. Hold up.
Rozkazania? Sprawiacz. 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 Sprawiacz.
Let me
Sprawiacz.
see. These archers.
Do waszych Pojmuję was.
Nah, these are physical units.
Naprzód! Owszem, dobrze, tak uczynię.
And
Pojmuję
it's slow.
was. Do broni! Dobrze, tak uczynię. Tak, panie. Jakieś rozkazania? Dobrze, tak uczynię. Pojmuję was. Atakujmy!
I like to throw
Owszem.
X-Men in this regard.
Do waszych Do broni!
Nope, they're not. They're melee.
Jakieś rozkazania? Naprzód!
Tak, gotów jestem. Sprawiacz.
Do waszych Jakieś rozkazania? Dobrze, tak uczynię.
Rozkazania? Zbieram.
Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania?
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Witajcie. Sprawiacz. Tak. Sprawiacz.
What's nice about castle arrows that whatever direction they're flying at, they'll hit all targets that's like in the group.
Jestem sprawiaczką.
Witajcie. Sprawiacz.
Oh, that powerful.
Gotowa jest.
Tak. Łowię zwierzynę.
Witajcie. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką. Rozkazania. Witajcie.
Gotów jestem. Tak, gotów jestem. Łowię zwierzynę.
Enough! I will not see my city razed to the ground. Queen Jadwiga has my allegiance, and so does whoever the nobles of Krakow have chosen to be her spouse.
Gotowa jest. Jestem sprawiaczką. Jestem sprawiaczką.
Tak. Sprawiacz.
Dark tidings. It appears that the rebellious Duke has aligned himself with the Teutonic Order. These crusaders will be swelling the ranks of his army.
Did you think that our holy order would stand idly by while you put a pagan king on your throne? I am afraid that you were sorely mistaken.
Rozkazania. Sprawiacz.
If this war lasts much longer, Poland will have no fighting men left to defend it. For the sake of our kingdom, I will yield. I shall accept the man that Krakow wants as king.
We will not fight for a duke who bows to a pagan king. Come, my brothers, let us return to Prussia.
The Teutons are pulling back, and both of the dukes have surrendered to us. The realm is at peace.
Two more weeks until we reach Krakow. Then I shall finally lay eyes on my bride.
It was at the end of the war that William arrived outside the castle gates. When I heard the news, it was as though a pulse of sunlight came from my heart, and I ran to meet him, only to see him surrounded by my own guards. I threw myself at the gate, but the guards pulled me away. And William disappeared in a crowd of uniforms and glittering steel. The Archbishop, His otherwise kind eyes, grey and hard, spoke almost in a whisper, as if the words stung his throat. Your marriage to Prince William has been annulled, my queen. We have found a more suitable king for Poland. His name is Jogaila, Duke of Lithuania. I felt my heart shatter. The noblemen of Kraków had never intended to honor my vows to William, as they didn't want Poland to fall under Habsburg influence. And so they had made a secret deal with Jogaila of Lithuania. A deal they now expected me to fulfill. For a long time, I insisted that I would marry my William. But after many days and nights, in tears and in prayer, I could see no other way out than to break that vow. I would trade my own happiness for the happiness of the Polish people. I would marry Jogaila, the pagan duke, and do my duty as queen. God forgive me.
Boring DLC.